Hello and welcome to Morty's Road to Redemption. Now, some of you may be following me, some of you may be new people. So I want to give you a wee bit of an insight. Yesterday evening, myself and my amazing partner, Louise, had a meeting with a lovely woman, Tracy, from a street outreach team, Simon on the Street. We spoke about wanting to help the homeless people. We spoke about our ideas with the bus, our plans for the bus. We spoke about the kind of people who need help, the kind of things that they need to help them. We spoke about the kind of trauma that the people on the street have went through. We spoke about their needs. We spoke about problems. Somewhere along the meeting, Tracy asked us, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this stage? The truth of the matter is, why do I want to help the homeless people? I want to help as many people as I can, not just homeless. The shower block is to help the homeless because we can't change their world, but maybe we can change their world for a day and start a process, and that we will be able to help them and move forward. The reason why I want to help people, other people, because I am humbled enough to know that it was a crazy journey to get to here, that I fucked up my life so royally that I had no other option but to go travelling rather than commit suicide or end this amazing gift called life. Like, I was involved in drink, drugs, criminality, sex and violence from a very young age. Truth of the matter is, I was addicted to anything and everything apart from heroin. Anything to escape reality, you know. Now, a lot of my life, when I look back, I didn't have problems. You know, I was having the crack, I was having the life, I was loving my fucking life, doing all that shit. But after I went travelling, I looked back and I could see that really, that was the life led by a broken wee boy. My life was on a straight down into a collision course with self-destruct. I was drinking, drugging. I couldn't deal with the loss of my kids in any other way but the consumption of alcohol and narcotics and going over it over and over and over again. And the more I took drugs, the more I focused on the reasons why I wasn't seeing my kids, and eventually I turned into a psychotic psychopath, angry as hell, evil as hell. You know, a lot of people, a lot of my friends, a lot of people that may have been watching my road may remember me declaring war on my once crying father, a man who I loved. Now, when I put that up on Facebook, that wasn't just idle threats. I had lost the plot. I had lost my kids. I had nothing else to lose. I didn't care about me, life, or anybody else at that matter. I had no kids. I was angry and evil. You know, like, they weren't idle threats. I meant every single word of what I said. I grew up in a life, and you know, I learnt a lot from that man, and I knew it was me or him. Like, luckily for me and him both, the problem was took out of circulation, because the fact of the matter is, one of us would have ended up dead and the other one would have ended up in jail because the police would have knew who done it. But apart from that, all rubbish, you know, because that's in the past. I went travelling and we moved on, and that's all forgot about, and I only think of our good times now, and maybe he does the same. But these people on the street, I have experienced a hell of a lot the same as them, as the same as a lot of you watching this video will have experienced. Good times, but a hell of a lot of bad times. growing up in them old areas, them old lives, you know. Now, by me saying that I was addicted to everything but heroin, this is not me trying to say that I am better or more addictions than anybody else. I am saying that I was worse than a lot of people, you know, because I was addicted to everything that I could be addicted to. And you too may feel the exact same way. This is not a competition. This is just understanding and accepting and acknowledging that we are all the same. I was lucky enough through that crazy life of fuggery and criminality, that business, that I had provided myself with a good life and a good income, what I believed to have been a good life and a good income. When I got to that stage where, you know, I started questioning there has to be more to life. No, I don't really want to carry out these evil things that was going through my mind. You know, when you took a minute to reflect and acknowledge, because when you're in that angry stage, nothing else, the picture's blurred, like you've got the blinkers on, you don't think, you're just in a collision course to wherever you're going. But when you calm down and think about it and think of the stuff that came up, you're like, I don't really want to do that. So long story short, I ended up going travelling. Me and my best friend, the Beer, went up to Belfast and booked me a 30-day group tour around Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam and Laos. Now it was between the time of that, I tried to give up, but I could never get away from the old coke. I knew I didn't want to take it. I knew I should have been going to meetings. I knew I should have been doing stuff, but you know, addiction is when you can't get enough of what you don't want. So I boarded that flight anyway. That was the scariest thing I ever done in my life, was go on board a plane on my own, headed to Thailand. And yet the best thing I ever done in my life. I travelled around the world and I was homeless for 14 months. Homeless. I was even homeless longer after I came back, staying here, there and everywhere. I had nowhere really that I called a home. I didn't want to be in Fermanagh. I was only there because of my bail conditions and all that rubbish that the police put on me after me giving them their passports and telling them I am home to sort out these court cases and get my kids back in my life. You know, I want to work and get away, but no, still got them out conditions. But the point I'm trying to get is I know what it's like. Yes, I am so grateful, thankful that I had the means that I had to provide myself with the life that I did have, or else I could have been just like anybody else, out begging on the street, just trying to get enough to get by. I know what it's like. I've walked in the shoes of people. I've sat and I had experiences with homeless people all over the world, and I can relate to a lot of people. I know that we all just need that wee hand up, as well as a lot of people watching this may not realise it, but you know, you could be in troubled times too, but you're just not unfortunate enough yet to be on the street. Growing up somewhere where I grew up, Fermanagh, it's a lot harder to end up on the street than it is in a city like Bradford or Leeds or Liverpool or Manchester or any other city over here that is huge, like Belfast or Derry or any city. You know, I'm just going to leave on this fact, because a lot of people judge the homeless. A lot of people have their own opinions, not so great opinions. A lot of people have, you know, negative things to say about homeless people. You know, they say that they're junkies, they're heroin addicts, or this, that or the other. But I say to you, there's a lot of people who are heroin addicts without taking heroin. Not actual heroin, but opium, prescription drugs. You know, cocaine and crack cocaine are just the exact same thing, just in a different form. One is a wee bit more highly addictive, but they're the same thing. Everybody uses them to escape, and that's with all drugs. Yes, you use them to have the crack and have the party, but if you take the time to look within you, to look deep within your life, you will see that Like, someone who's happy as hell and loving life doesn't need to be taking drink and drugs and whatever you want, prescription or illegal, to deal with life. I honestly don't believe any drug should be illegal anymore. As I've said, heroin is one form of the drug. Tramadol and all them other things are another version of the same product. Like, going by my audience and my friends, we've all experienced some fucked up experiences in our life, but people who end up on the street, they've been through some life changing catastrophic events that have led them to that place. These people need a friend. These people need a hand. And there is many people out there, which we found out yesterday, which is trying to help people. And there's a lot of people who is now coming through the other end of their addiction and their homelessness, and that is the process that me and Lou is in. We are on a personal journey to help as many people as we can to get from A to Z in as nice, friendly, positive, functioning way that we can. We just want to do good, you know? This is what this whole journey is about. This is what my whole life has led up to. Anyway, that is my piece for the day. That's my reasons. That is the purpose in life I believe I have been led to. And these are some of the reasons why I want to help homeless people and give back and help people who might not necessarily be homeless but who just need a wee bit of motivation, a wee bit of help. Because if you want to change, I can guide you and help you in the right way, same as the people who I hope to come into terms with. But the truth of the matter is, until you're ready to change, until you've had enough, until you're sick of the paranoia and the old shitty feelings and off your head, until you've had enough yourself and you want to change, there's nothing me, Tom, Dick, Harry, your mother, father, or your loveliest loving partner can say to you to guide you to change. You have to want to do it yourself. And that wee bit was for all the cubs who I know are sitting not loving life, stoned out, just nothing to do, just getting the day in. Boys and girls, pack your fucking bag and go travelling. Pack up your troubles in your own kit bag and fly the fuck away to Thailand. And believe me, 1 month away in that beautiful country with them beautiful people will change your life. Go to Cambodia and experience some of the most extreme poverty that you will ever experience. Go to Vietnam and go to Laos and experience the way them people live. And believe you me, I swear to fuck, you'll be so grateful for the life that you have. You'll feel so privileged to have grew up with the life that you grew up with. You will just, it will change your whole outlook on life. You will find yourself, even though you may not know you're lost. Peace, love, happiness and light to every single last human on this planet. Huge amount of love going out to everybody, our planet, Mother Earth and the universe. From Morty at Morty's Road to Redemption. Bye bye.